here. And we are on example 11. Okay, so just a heads up, this one's a little long. The students at a school in Delhi were asked what modes of transportation they had used to travel to school in the past week. 46% had caught a bus. 37% had caught a train. And 31% had been driven in a car. 13% had caught a bus and train. 5% caught a bus and car. 9% were train and car. And 11% used none. Find the percentage of students who used all three. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out on this. Okay, now we're going to need a Venn diagram with 3 sets on it. So I will try to do this. Okay, so maybe I'll zoom in a little bit there. No, gotta be zoomed out. Okay. So we're gonna just assume this is out of 100%, and we're basically gonna drop those percents and not worry about it. So out here, we know there's 11 because there's none. So 11% stay out there. Now we want to start from the inside, which we don't know. That's what we ultimately want to know. And so that innermost, where all 3 of them cross, that's unknown. Now, I should mark these. So this is bus, this is train, this is car. Now, train plus, I'm going to go backwards again. So train plus car, that represents this area right here. That's 9%. And so it's going to be 9 minus x, because we'll already have used up whatever x is right there. Now the next one is bus and car, and it's 5%. So we'll say 5 minus x. And bus train is 13, so 13 minus x. Okay, now this is where it gets a little crazy. So we need to write what's going on right here. So we have the bus right here, or let's start with car. So we have car right here, and the car is going to be x plus 17. And so our car was 31. And so if we do 31 minus 9 minus 5, so right here is going to be negative 14. 31 minus 14 is 17. So that's where I came up with that. So over here, we get x plus 15, once again, the way I did that is I take the 9 and the 13 and subtract it from the total of the train, which is 37. So 37 minus this 9 minus this 13 becomes 15. And this one is going to be, by the same logic, x plus 28. So I just take the 46, subtract 13, subtract 5, and I'll end up with a 28. Okay, so hopefully this Venn diagram, you can read it, or hopefully you've created one that looks better, or you can just look in the book where it's typed a lot nicer. We have our Venn diagram. Now, all we need to do is add up all of the stuff that we have, because we know it's all going to add to 100. So we add up all the blue, add up all the green, and the white 11 out there. So x plus 28 plus x plus 15 plus x plus 17 plus 5 minus x plus 9 minus x plus 13 minus x and plus 11. So all I did was add up everything that's there. Oh, I left out the x too. Plus x. Okay, I tried to color code that so you could see where everything came from. Now, we can just drop all the parentheses and go for it. So we still have our 100, x, so we have, how many x's do we have? 1, 2, 3, and then -1, -1, -1. So those all cancel, and we're just left with this 1x. So this cancels this cancels this cancels this. Okay. Now, if we just add all of these up, 11, 13, 9, 5, 17, 15, 28, throw those into a calculator, we end up with 98. Okay, do just a tiny bit of algebra here, and we see that 2 equals x, or x equals 2. And so we write our final sentence: 2% of students use all 3 modes of transportation. Okay, hopefully this was helpful. If you need additional help, please come to Math Lab and calculator.